everyone, welcome back to another episode of JToH commentary and just keyboard ASMR put together. Today we're going back to Ring 1 in order to play Tower of Hecc. The reason I'm doing this is not because I like to speedrun it, but just because I genuinely like playing it. It's the first ever tower that got released to JToH, and honestly it was pretty good for its time. Also, I love getting 40 frames during my recording. Like, look at that. That is just beautiful. Anyways, it's not out of the way. Let's get into this. The tower starts off pretty simple for the first few floors. However, the further you get into it, the more progressively complex it gets. I don't have my timer on, but if you go fast enough, you could finish the first floor in under 20 seconds. And now, don't trust any of the slides in this tower, since they can just ruin you. A good example will be coming up on floor 8. Also, if you didn't notice yet, this tower has the colors of the rainbow, similar to Tower of Traps. And here's a pretty simple skip. However, if you're new to the game, I wouldn't recommend doing it. And here you got some pretty simple jumps. Now you have this thing. You'll see this again on floor 7, but it's slightly harder. But we'll get to why it's like that. Oh, great. Alright, and I'm back. My luck is just excellent today. First is just Roblox being pathetic and not letting me work on something that I want to work on. And now it's falling because and now I'm falling because Roblox won't let my spacebar work. But yeah, by the way, something to watch out for is that the tower starts to spike up in difficulty after the first outside section. So yeah, you should probably keep that in mind. Also, those are the first falling platforms. You can jump to the other one. And yeah. And now here, weird ladder physics, then you just shift lock down and you're already on floor 5. If I hadn't fallen... Oh. There used to be another song that wasn't copyrighted. It was just a replacement for when this song was deleted for copyright. But this is the original song, and here you have to hold W and A. And now there's an invisible stud right here. It allows you to skip like more than half the floor. Now all these blocks up to floor 6 fall, so keep that in mind. And now here's where it starts to get a little more complex. Here there's a conveyor, just let it take you, and at the end you want to jump immediately since those are falling platforms. And this is the floor with the outside section. So after this floor it starts to become pretty hard. But anyways, out of that, these are some pretty simple jumps until you reach here. You could skip those last two. And then here's the outside section. It's only floor 6, so it's not much of a progress loss. However, there's that one that can be considered more. And now you could do a very easy skip here by doing an 8-step wrap. But I wouldn't recommend doing it if you're new to the game and you haven't beaten this tower yet, since the outside section is actually pretty easy. Here's an invisible stud. Now, first tricky jump, in my opinion, you have to jump down to that 1-stud block. And here you want to go slow on this ladder to make sure that you don't accidentally walk off. It hasn't happened to me before, however, I know it can. And now you're actually on floor 6. This is, did I say floor 6? You're on floor 7. This is where it starts to get harder. Anyways, first you got this simple jump. Here there's a completely invisible jump, and then these 2 blocks right here fall, so you should probably keep that in mind, since you'll probably have trouble catching yourself if you end up messing up to that. Now here, you can't jump on top of these, so you'll have to do these wraparounds, actually. It's pretty hard though. Like it's quite tough, however, I still find it fits the difficulty correctly. And here, so here's the second thing that's similar to floor 3. You have to walk around, except this time it's trickier since the first one is a 1-stud ladder. So my strat is that I'll hold up with A here until I climb up the ladder. However, the other 2 aren't as hard since they actually stretch out entirely. Also down there is just a little chill spot if you're wondering. And now welcome to floor 8. These last 3 floors, I'd say the average difficulty of them is like either borderline difficult. Now here's a tightrope, it's pretty thin, however if you're on PC, you can use the alignment keys which are greater than, less than. However if you're on mobile, JToH here has a pretty good strat. You can just jump over these and the 3x3s will fall. So yeah, you can also skip over them to save a bit more time, to conserve time. And now you just walk up to another outside section, which is also the last one. Now you can do a pretty hard skip here by jumping onto there. However, I've never done that, and honestly I don't want to risk having to redo this whole recording. But anyways, when you step out here you'll slip, but you want to jump right here, since if you let the slide take you, you have a really high risk of falling right into the void, since Roblox physics are a little weird. And now, here are the first kill bricks of the tower. There's going to be a lot more to the next 2 floors. And here another tightrope alignment, align yourself. However, if you're not on PC, follow JToH here strat. It's pretty good. And now, here you can do a 12-stud jump in order to skip like half of the outside section. However, you can't do 12-stud jump, it's completely fine, because if you mess it up, you'll just land on there. However, if you can't do it, you just go all the way across there. Also, this is an invisible stud. I know I'm talking as much as mediocre commentary did. When he was still around. Okay, now this floor can be quite the pain if you aren't aware of the falling platforms and this last blah 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 blah. Silver jumps. Also, I love it. 50 frames. I don't know if it's just Roblox or it's just my recorder, but I seem to get like low FPS whenever I record. My graphics quality are lowest too. I guess this PC isn't as, I guess this computer isn't as powerful as I'd expect it to be. What do I mean I wouldn't expect it to be? I already know it's not powerful. And here you've got some kill bricks. And now these 2 blocks right here fall. So, yeah. It's actually hilarious. Now here you can just jump on this here. However, I wouldn't recommend it, since jumping back down can be tricky. Plus, it's not even considered a skip, since you can't really do anything with it other than just jump all the way back, jump back down. So yeah, don't do it. Now here, I don't know if the tightrope is collide or not. However, you can just jump onto these spin studs. And then welcome to floor 10. If you have helicopter power, you can conserve a bit of time. And welcome to floor 10. This is where it gets annoying. So first you start off with some pretty annoying jumps onto semi-transparent blocks. And here you have to walk across a the tightrope that goes completely invisible right here. So yeah. My strat is that I look over here, and when I cross up to it, I'll just jump to here. And then, so all these blocks up to there will fall, so, rush. Also, I'm gonna get a lot of copyright claims on this video. And now here's another really, really good skip. So if you go across once, but then you jump back right here, you can go on to a climbing animation. However, and it skips like half the floor. However, I wouldn't recommend doing it if it's your first time here, since you're going pretty far down if you mess it up. Again, you can just align yourself on this tightrope. Now, this is probably the worst part. This is probably the longest jump in the tower. So, no, this is. So then you want to align yourself and then just go. After that, the rest of the tower is free, and GG. You've probably beaten your first hard difficulty tower. Reason I say that is because most of the time people will actually skip over Tower of Killjoys and just go to this instead, since Tower of Killjoys, even though it's rated easier on the difficulty chart than TOH, it has more complex obstacles that you have yet to learn. But anyways, with that out of the way, that's going to be the end of this video, and I still have yet to beat Thanos Terror if I want to clear Ring 1. But anyways, that'll be it for this video, and hopefully you enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next upload. Bye!